Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It is May 16th, 2025, bright and early in the morning, having my coffee before I get started in my work day. Spend a little time giving you a message. So yesterday I was watching a tarot reading from somebody, and they had mistakenly called it Friday, which it was Thursday. And it was interesting because yesterday also I had thought that it was Friday, and I never ever think it's Friday. I always come in on Friday and somebody says, hey, happy Friday, and I'm like, what? I thought it was Wednesday or Thursday or whatever, right? I'm never ever thinking it's Friday. But yesterday I thought Thursday was Friday, and I was watching that tarot and she had called it Friday. So it's like there's something going to happen today. Perhaps that was a sign or a message. Take it as it resonates. These antagonists are calling the collective fearless. You bright and shining stars and suns are out there just being you. They're talking about Andromeda, which is an Ethiopian princess of Greek mythology, rescued from a monster by her future husband Perseus. So she's mindful of her husband. She's protective of her husband. They say ruler of men, which is hinting at her power. It's also the a northern constellation south of Cassiopeia between Pegasus and Perseus. The antagonists say that you have a military. And, in previous, like months ago, these ones in the astral were desperately searching for the princess who had the keys. Interesting how it's all tying together. There's something about obstacles. So these ones, or at least this curator, boy, ancient POS, has his little masculine infiltrating terrorist buddies from somewhere else in the galaxy, posing as men here. They feel they own humanity and the energy that they produce. They love to tell lies and cause them to hate each other, to blame each other for their pain. They're much easier to control that way. If they can get them to hurt each other, then they don't have to really do much. It's classic divide and conquer. And they manipulate the pain body of people. They intentionally cause pain, and then they manipulate the pain body to get them to hurt each other. He's not going to go for that, someone said. These misogynists are talking about someone who likes infidelity, someone who is lustful, or the desire to seed these thoughts into someone. They're calling this him or her an illuminator. So they went to seed them with lustful tendencies. The divine has stated that lust will be your downfall. Lustful tendencies mean you are exchanging bodily fluids, and those bodily fluids can be utilized to not only bind you, but to bind whoever you're connected to and the community that you're attempting to serve. They're talking about an African. This curator, boy POS, is talking about a magistrate, who is a judge or someone who administers the law. They have limited authority. They're talking about Willow. Willow. Now, I've known people named Willow in the past, so it could be a person. It could be the wood of a tree. Willow symbolizes flexibility, resilience, and adaptability. It's to bend without breaking. In mythology, it is believed to enhance psychic abilities. and to offer deep insights into the workings of the world. Now, these ones have been discussing herbs and medicines for a while now. They're looking to enhance their own mind. Now, Willow is also, according to Taylor Swift and such, related to a queer identity. Take it as it resonates. These narcissists are infiltrators from another place within this galaxy. They're pretending to be men, and they're very concerned about your energy. They're here toxifying everybody through injections and through poisons in the food. They spray the air with unknown substances, and you inhale it through the vapor. They have shut down the human being in every way possible to keep them in low vibration, to keep their lights dim so that they can control the output. They're very concerned about you. They're talking about plasma, which is the fluid part of blood, lymph, or milk that is distinguished from suspended material, blood plasma, the juice that can be expressed from muscle. It's the fourth state of matter, a very hot gas, extracellular fluid. A lightning conductive gas in a fluorescent light bulb or a neon light bulb. And the other day, there was a vision. I had a vision of a white rag, and somebody was pouring a neon blue liquid into that, onto that cloth. And they were having conversation about camouflage, chemicals, and the years 1949 and 1939. There were two chemical events in both of those years. So they're talking about plasma, this neon blue liquid. Take it as it resonates. Last night they said that they or somebody is high right now. So they're in the mental body and testing the energies of people. Some people are high, and then they get, their minds open up and they connect to the divine or to other energies throughout the galaxy, cosmos, universe, whatever you want to consider the all that is. There's something about playing behind the scenes. So it's like they gain access to these minds, these high minds, and then they play there behind the scenes in that mind. And then it sounded like somebody said, "I love you, I understand." That was coming from the left side. Take it as it resonates. Somebody is asking about the comparison, the similarities, the dissimilarities. They're searching for their much needed sacrifice. They need to go after the strongest and brightest one, the most powerful. They need the tissue and the genetics of the feminine and her energy to reseed humanity after this reset. And they want to trap the strongest masculine to lay their karmic debt on. Both of them. This has happened before. And the two strongest ones of the previous cycle have risen, and they have reclaimed their light, reestablished their connection to the divine, and this war is on, man. So everybody's rising now. That the chains have been broken, the yoke has been removed. They need the tissue of one who has done it. Climbed up out of the valley of the shadow of death, risen up, that tree of life thing in the Hebrew, whatever, and connected to the heavens. They need those powerful gifts. They need that powerful psychic ability. They need that telekinesis, and they need that connection to the heavens and the gnosis. There's something about time in prison, which is confinement, a conviction, and a sentencing by a court. Earlier, they were talking about the magistrate. Apparently, arrests are about to happen. Now, since the tarot reader that I was watching yesterday, stated it was Friday, since I was thinking it was Friday, it could be happening today, or it could be happening on the 18th, because the curator said a few days back that they were talking about the 18th as though it was a very important date for something. This curator boy is telling his masculines, his army, I think, which one is the favorite. They're going to go after the strongest masculine and feminine, and they're going to try to trap their powers and their gnosis so that they can fool the new seeding of humanity into believing that they are the chosen ones of the Most High God. One of these are asking if she is apologetic. They may be asking if she's accepting apologies. Then I began wondering about patterns of Apollo, who is a Greek and Roman god, god of the divine distance, who sent or threatened from afar, who made men aware of their own guilt and purified them of it, who presided over religious law and constitutions of cities, who communicated with mortals through prophets and oracles. Even the gods feared him. His forename, Phobos, Phoebus, means bright or pure. He was connected with the sun, Helios. Somebody was saying to get by. They're concerned about their future. They're concerned about family distribution. They need the merchandise of these earth angelics, of these shining bright ones that are connected to the true Most High God. It's like they're getting ready for war, which could start today, end on the 18th, or it starts on the 18th. It's any time now. They're planning to target the strongest and most potent ones. They're choosing whose family will receive their gifts upon capture, death, or sacrifice. They need to obtain the merchandise of these powerful earth angelics, gods and goddesses, those who embody the essence of the sun. They're very hopeful of capturing this energy for their family of vampires. They're talking about mushrooms, chaga, reishi, cordyceps, lion's mane, etc. They could be talking about the psychedelic mushrooms to open up the pathways of the mind. Someone is asking this curator how another processes normally. It's about people's energy production. They want to purchase it or gain it, but they need it to be natural. And this foul POS, curator boy, ancient little jerk-off, has toxified everyone through the vapors, through the foods, poisoning them with medicines, tainted substances that the human ingests somehow. They're trying to sell them off now, but he broke down this magnificent structure and nobody really wants to buy it. Many refuse to fall and to stay in this dark place, to be trapped. They use the assistance of Mother Nature and her medicines in order to heal and rise in their light body, in their energy body. And there are complaints that it's not natural. He thought that they could trap them, and he failed. And now no one wants to buy the damaged goods, operating abnormally. So again, they're asking how somebody processes normally the things going wrong. They're jealous and they want to mimic you. This is the message, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody.